These three brothers lost their mother and father at the start of the year, and now they're learning to survive on their own. Most days, they eat just one meal a day, often sweet potatoes. Joseph, Gift, and Alumbwe, ages 17, 15, and 12, live in the Copperbelt province of Zambia. NPR is not using their last name because they are minors. Both their parents were HIV positive. Daily medications helped keep the virus in check. Because they lived in a remote place, they depended on a program, paid for by the U.S. government, to deliver their drugs. That worked for years. But when the U.S. overhauled foreign aid at the start of President Trump's second term, the brothers say the program stopped without warning. With no medications, their parents got sick. They lost weight, felt weak, had diarrhea. The family came up with a plan to scrape together the money for a motorcycle taxi instead of walking nearly 4 hours to the hospital.
But
it was too late to save them. In a statement, the U.S. State Department said, if there are such tragic cases happening around the world, it's not because we're not spending enough money. It's because the rest of the world is not spending enough money. When their parents died, Joseph says they had no idea what to do. Joseph gave up his dream of becoming a doctor and got a job as a security guard to support the family. His brothers still go to school. Gift wants to be an engineer, Alumbwe a soldier. When Joseph isn't working, he often walks several hours to the nearest clinic to get medications for his younger brothers, who are HIV positive. Their child-headed household is an echo of what happened when HIV/AIDS first swept through Africa in the 1980s and 90s, creating orphans at a remarkable rate. Eventually, George W. Bush launched the President's Emergency Fund for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, which, among other things, helped those orphans and vulnerable children, more than 6 million of them in 2024 alone, according to government data. Much of that support crumbled with Trump's foreign aid cuts. For Joseph and his brothers, there aren't any family members to take them in, but they connected with a religious leader, Pastor Billiance Chandwe, or Pastor Billy, as he's known in his community.
There was so much fear in the faces of the boys.
He tries to visit. That's something he's doing for more than 24 new orphans in the area. While it's too soon for data to show if aid cuts triggered an uptick in orphans, Pastor Billy says he's noticed a change.
When I compare then and now, I see a lot of taking us backwards to a place and a season of hopelessness.
For the brothers, living on their own is full of challenges. The house they are renting is dilapidated. There are holes in the roof, and they must move all their belongings to a dry corner whenever it rains. Joseph says it's a rare treat to horse around with Pastor Billy or play soccer. Only then can he and his brothers forget their troubles and just be kids.